It's really pretty amazing to me that this works so so easily, so simply. This whole multi-streaming thing. It's August 8th, less than 2 months away from the retreat. I still feel like there's so much to do for that, to get ready for that. But I just love what's going on. I love what I'm up to. Even this hour a day has been really great for me. You know what? I do play. I play a lot. I think a lot about games. I design regularly, and it was really fun. Had a like super nice conversation with an old friend a couple days ago now, and it just got me thinking about, yeah, like how important it is to learn to describe some of these what are they, lessons, like whatever opportunities games offer. It's been really cool to think. Looks like we're having some weird connectivity stuff. That's unfortunate. But yeah, last night I was thinking about this. I'm enjoying a game um, called Lost Ruins of Arnak. This is the game I set up on my solo table. This is the first game that I have just sitting there. Um, I've never really felt well. I guess I left a game set up a little bit a couple of years ago in our apartment, but it was a common space, and I didn't really want to, like, other people wanted to use the desk, and I just didn't. It wasn't the right thing to leave a game out. But anyway, it's been cool that I can just leave this game set up. I'm trying the solo campaign. It's one reason why I've gotten into it a lot more in the last couple of weeks. I have this. It's called Missing Expedition. I went through chapter 1 a couple nights ago, and really had a nice time. And it's actually cool to discover the kinds of thinking that I find interesting or fun or engaging. Even when it might be nice just to watch something or just sit and scroll or something like that. But to sit down to a game where you're manipulating these pieces and thinking through your turns, it's really cool. And playing solo, of course, is like a specific type of experience. Most games I play, I'll be sitting with a group at the table. Like last night, I went over to Armchair, and I was hoping to teach Arnak, partly because it'd be nice to recruit a couple of people, or at least one person, to try a cooperative version of the game. That's what came with Missing Expedition, that expansion. And anyway, it's funny how these little kind of applicable life lessons show up in playing games. And there's a kind of general rule of thumb. And I learned this, by watching some thinkers on YouTube and stuff too. But how important it is, it's kind of, it's a related couple of ideas. Some of this had to do with parenting. And this is a tricky thing. I'm not actually sure of all the implications here, but there's something like when kids are fun to play with, like those are the kids that can make friends, and then maybe those kids end up doing pretty well socially. So it seems like a really valuable thing if you can teach or facilitate your children in such a way, the growing up of your children, the development of your children in such a way that they're fun to play with. Not that they need to become or perform or change everything about them so that people like them. That's not the point. But like there are ways to be fun to play with, and that are not a betrayal of your authenticity and your own interests. So, for example, like when we play games, and I played with my friend Ben yesterday a couple of times, a couple of different games, and Ben is really fun to play with. And one of the reasons he's fun is that he kind of dramatizes the situation. So he plays a character. He'll do some voices. He'll do this little. He'll just do a funny. He'll like see the thing for more than it is. He'll see the game on the table as something more than just components. He sees what like. Like, I don't know, I've never heard him do it before, but when we were playing a game in the afternoon, the turn swung around to him and he's like, "It's your boy's turn." Like, he just like looked at me, "Oh, it's your boy's turn." Like, what are you doing? So that's just like goofy, like just to play while you're playing is so cool and it's so fun. Now there could be a limit to that, and maybe there's not always like, maybe that's not always a great use of time or energy during a game. You know, it's like, hey, bro, cut the monologue, just take your turn. But Ben is really fun to play with. Another thing that makes somebody fun to play with, I should say, he's fun to play with because of the characters that he brings, the character, the personality, the performance, the really fun, imaginative performance he brings to the game. It's just like really, it's fun to be around. The another thing that makes you fun to play with is the absence of bringing negative things to the table. So I guess it's not so much you are fun, it's you're not unfun. And so there are plenty of ways to be unfun when you're playing a game. One of them came to mind yesterday, and it has to do with, you know, people who are not like really engaged with the game, and they'll be like on their phones, or they'll be just kind of like staring off into the distance, or they're talking to a friend. And you know, everybody's taking their turn, and now it's their turn, and they not only are they busy doing something else, they haven't been thinking about their turn at all. Like, they haven't been paying attention to the game state. So now all of a sudden they have to like, you have to kind of rip them out of the other world they're in, the other, whatever it is, social context, or get them off their phone or something. So you have to do the awkward thing to like jolt them out of that headspace and say, hey, it's your turn, or okay, it's to you. And you're trying to stay positive, you're trying to keep things moving. But anyway, now that they're back with you, now they have to do a full analysis of the game state, and then look at their hand of cards, look at the board again for like 3 minutes. So that is unfun because it pulls the game down. It slows everything down. You already know this is like at least an hour and a half commitment, and now this person is taking an extra one. Okay, just for example, just do the math. It's as simple as doing the math. If they take an extra minute on their turn and they take 30 turns, which is actually possible in a game like